I want to introduce Mr. Abhik Moitra. He's the President and Director of HBG Global Medical Assistance, as well as HBG Marketing Solutions. He has a past in banking, and industry. He has worked for a number of companies, including Nestle, ITC, ICICI, and Artemis Healthcare. And he's taken that experience over many years of industry to come up with this new company, HBG Medical Assistance, which has come a long way, already has 25 employees. So it's a pleasure to welcome Mr. Abhik Moitra. You have the floor. How much time do I have? 8 to 9 minutes. Okay. So this is how it works. If you go over your time, then I'll ask less questions of you during the next round.
I'll try and finish it in 7 minutes, though. Respected dignitaries on dais, respected audience, good afternoon to all of you. In the previous session, Honorable Parliamentarian Meenakshi Lekhi ji spoke about extinction of dinosaurs. That was about 50,000 years ago because of climate change. A recent phenomena about 7,000 years ago happened when we know that civilizations, Indus Valley civilization, cities like Mohenjodaro and Hadappa got extinct because of vast floods that happened at that during in the Indus Valley or in the Indus River. So that is the kind of havoc a climate change can play. It can make an entire civilization vanish from Earth. We are lucky that few people remained and the civilization continued. It may not happen next time. That is what climate change can do to any population, to any civilization. In the recent past, in last 1 or 2 years, we have been hearing a lot of issues about pollution in Delhi. Now, we all know that whenever a particular place gets heated up, the pressure drops. Whenever a place is cooler, the pressure is higher, and the wind always flows from the higher pressure to the lower pressure. So as Delhi is hot and Punjab is less hotter, the wind is going to flow from Punjab into Delhi, bringing the agricultural waste, burnt pollutants into Delhi, increasing the pollution. It is also true that there is a lot of construction happening in Noida, Greater Noida, Gurgaon, etc., where the temperature may not be as hot, and Delhi is much more hotter, bringing that pollution carried by wind into Delhi, increasing the Delhi's pollution. That's recent. Last year, everybody was talking about chronic smoker's lung syndrome in children, especially those areas where the metro construction was going on. So when the wind blows, all that dust particle goes into the households and infects the children. And if you look into any pediatric doctor, he will say that any children living near the construction sites will have very, very weak lungs. That is what climate change can do to us. I'm sure there are respected panelists here who will speak on the minor issues, but then we need to also talk about how climate change is causing mental health issues in larger population. Just a month back, we were talking about depression as being one of the largest health issues in the world. But just imagine, because of climate change, when an allergy happened to any of the children in our household, he or she fell sick. The parents rushed them to the doctor. Either the father or the mother takes a leave from work and stays back home to take care of the child. And that adds to the work pressure on that particular parent. And it causes stress. Stress causes depression. And we have to add that maybe the similar kind of infections are also happening to the other family members, causing further stress. It is adding to the mental health. When when there is a lot of heat, people do not get to sleep properly, and that creates tiredness during the day, further adding to depression. So there is a lot of relationship between the climate change and the mental health of the people. I was reading a particular study saying that wherever the heat is more, people sleep less, and it creates a lot of weakness in terms of health. I'm sure Doctor will able to add more when he comes to speak next. But these are larger issues that climate change is bringing into day-to-day behavior of us. The day-to-day life is getting affected because of the climate change. We can talk on the minor issues like vector-borne diseases or pathogen-borne diseases, etc., which is causing a lot of infection, allergies, etc., or the cardiovascular diseases. But then cancer or cancer getting created, especially lung cancer, because of the climate change, we can continue to talk about them as symptoms that are happening. But the cause remains larger, much, much larger. And as people, as people who can effect a change, create a solution to this, we need to bring in a consensus how to tackle a problem which is going to become a disaster tomorrow, and we need to work on this today. So I'll leave this at here. I'm sure there are other issues, and we will have much more discussion later during the panel, and we can discuss it there. Thank you, sir.
So that was exactly 5 minutes. So they say what's short and sweet is double sweet. So thank you for that.